Warning: your legs weaken first. Seniors must do these 5 exercises to keep them strong and healthy. Have you ever felt like your legs aren't as strong as they used to be? Maybe standing up takes more effort, your balance feels unsteady, or a short walk leaves you more tired than before. If so, you're not alone. Leg weakness is one of the first signs of aging, and it often happens so gradually that we don't even notice. Until one day, getting out of a chair feels like a struggle. But here's the truth: your legs don't have to weaken with age. The good news: you can regain strength, stability, and confidence in your movements with just 5 simple exercises. No gym required. These movements will activate your muscles, improve balance, and help you maintain the independence you cherish. So let's dive in and take control of your leg strength before it controls you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Why do seniors' legs weaken first? The hidden cause no one talks about. Most people believe that leg weakness in seniors is simply the result of muscle loss. While that plays a role, it is only part of the story. The real issue runs deeper and affects not just the muscles, but also the way the brain and body work together. One of the primary causes is neuromuscular decline. Over time, the brain's ability to send strong, clear signals to the muscles weakens. This means that even if the muscles are still present, they may not activate as effectively. As a result, movements feel slower, less responsive, and more difficult to control. This is why some seniors experience moments where their legs feel unreliable, shaky, or even give out unexpectedly. Another major factor is the weakening of stabilizing muscles. These are the smaller muscles around the hips, knees, and ankles that help with balance and coordination. When these muscles lose strength, standing and walking become less secure. This leads to instability, which increases the risk of falls, one of the most common concerns among older adults. Daily movements also become less effective as the body adapts to reduced activity. If the leg muscles are not consistently challenged, they gradually do less work. Over time, this leads to increased stiffness, reduced flexibility, and a noticeable decline in mobility. Without regular movement, even simple activities like standing up from a chair or climbing a small step can start to feel more difficult. One of the biggest contributors to leg weakness is prolonged sitting. Spending too much time in a chair limits blood flow to the legs, causing muscles to become stiff and underused. The longer this pattern continues, the harder it becomes to regain mobility. Sitting also affects posture, leading to additional strain on the lower body when standing or walking. The good news is that this decline is not inevitable. With the right approach, it is possible to retrain the brain and muscles to work together again. Strengthening the correct muscles can restore balance, power, and confidence in movement. Best of all, these improvements can be achieved at home with just a few minutes of daily exercise. By incorporating simple but effective movements into a daily routine, seniors can prevent further weakness, regain strength, and maintain independence. The key is consistency. Small actions done regularly can make a significant difference over time. The following 5 exercises are designed to help seniors strengthen their legs, improve stability, and maintain a higher quality of life. Starting today, these movements can create lasting changes that keep the body strong, steady, and capable for years to come. 1. The seated power press. Wake up your muscles. Imagine waking up in the morning, sitting on the edge of your bed, and feeling hesitant to stand. not because you're tired, but because your legs don't respond the way they used to. It's a moment of realization, a quiet, unsettling feeling that something once automatic has now become a conscious effort. Leg weakness doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, creeping process that begins long before you notice it. Your muscles don't just lose strength, they begin to lose their connection with your brain. The signals that once commanded them to move with certainty become weaker, delayed, or even ignored. That's why the first step in regaining strength isn't lifting heavy weights or forcing yourself to walk farther. It's waking up your muscles and reestablishing their connection with your brain. This is where the seated power press comes in. It's deceptively simple, yet incredibly powerful. It's not about building big muscles, it's about reactivating the ones you already have. Think of it as restarting an old car. The engine is still there, but if it's been sitting idle for too long, it needs a spark to get going. This exercise is that spark. To begin, sit on a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor. Take a deep breath and press your feet into the ground, not to stand, but to engage the muscles in your thighs, calves, and hips. Hold that pressure, feeling the tension building in your legs. If you close your eyes, you can almost sense your muscles waking up, responding, remembering their strength. Hold this position for 5 to 10 seconds, then slowly release. The key here is intention. Press firmly, activate your muscles, and feel the connection between your brain and body reigniting. At first, it might feel unfamiliar. You might even feel weak. That's okay. What matters is that you're starting the process of retraining your body to move with purpose. Repeat this movement 10 to 15 times. With each press, visualize yourself standing up effortlessly, walking with confidence, and moving without hesitation. Because that's the goal. Not just stronger legs, but a stronger you. Many seniors assume that weakness is just a part of aging, something inevitable that must be accepted. But that's not true. The human body at any age adapts to what you ask of it. If you stop moving, it weakens. If you challenge it gently, consistently, it responds. The seated power press is more than an exercise. It's a message to your body that you're not done moving, not done living fully, not ready to give in to limitations. Over time, as you perform this simple movement daily, you'll notice a change. Standing up feels easier. Walking feels steadier. Your legs feel more responsive. That's not just strength returning, it's your independence coming back. It's the feeling of control over your own movements, your own choices, your own life. And that is worth every second you invest in this exercise. So, as you sit in your chair today, take a moment, press your feet into the ground, feel your muscles engage, and know that with every repetition, you are reclaiming your strength, your mobility, and your confidence. Because this is not just about exercise, this is about keeping the life you love on your own terms. Two, the standing leg lift. Build stability and balance. There's a moment in life when you realize that standing up doesn't feel as effortless as it once did. Maybe it happens when you reach for something on a high shelf and feel your balance shift unexpectedly. Maybe it's stepping off a curb and realizing, just for a split second, that your legs don't feel as steady as they used to. Or maybe it's something as simple as turning too quickly and feeling that slight wobble. A reminder that stability is no longer something you can take for granted. Loss of balance is not just about weakness, it's about control. It's about the body's ability to make constant micro adjustments, to shift weight seamlessly from one foot to the other, to respond instantly to uneven ground or sudden movements. When balance begins to fade, it's not just a physical issue, it's an emotional one. A loss of stability brings hesitation, and hesitation leads to fear. Fear of falling, fear of moving too quickly, fear of misstepping. And the more fear takes hold, the less we move. The less we move, the weaker we become. It's a cycle that steals independence, one cautious step at a time. But here's what most people don't realize: balance can be rebuilt. The body has an incredible ability to relearn stability, to strengthen the muscles that keep us upright, and to restore confidence in movement. That's exactly why the standing leg lift is so important. This exercise isn't about strength alone. It's about training your body to trust itself again. It's about reminding your legs, your core, your stabilizing muscles that they are still capable, still strong, still able to support you the way they always have. It starts with something simple: standing tall, feet firmly planted on the ground. As you shift your weight onto one foot and lift the other slightly off the floor, something powerful happens. Your body is forced to engage muscles that have been dormant. Your brain begins recalibrating, relearning how to stabilize. At first, it may feel unsteady. That's expected. Balance is not built in an instant, it is practiced, trained, and earned. Holding on to a chair or countertop for support isn't a sign of weakness, it's a stepping stone to something greater. Each time you lift your leg and hold, even if only for a few seconds, you are restoring the connection between mind and muscle. Each time you lower your foot back down, you are one step closer to moving with confidence again. Over time, the wobbles become smaller, the hesitation fades, movements that once required focus begin to feel automatic again. And then, without even thinking about it, you find yourself moving without fear, stepping off that curb without pausing, turning around without grabbing onto something for balance, reaching, stepping, walking, not carefully, not cautiously, but naturally. Regaining balance isn't just about avoiding falls. It's about reclaiming the ease of movement that makes life enjoyable. It's about walking through a park, standing in the kitchen cooking, playing with grandchildren, moving through the world without hesitation. Strength gives you power, but balance gives you freedom. And with every standing leg lift, you are not just exercising, you are rebuilding your confidence one step at a time. 3. The toe and heel rock. Prevent leg fatigue. There's a quiet kind of exhaustion that comes with aging. It's not just about feeling tired after a long day. It's about the unexpected heaviness in your legs, the way they seem to resist movement, the subtle fatigue that creeps in even after doing something as simple as walking across the room. It's the feeling of wanting to keep going, but sensing that your body might not cooperate the way it used to. Leg fatigue isn't just an inconvenience, it's a warning sign. It signals that circulation has slowed, that muscles aren't engaging as efficiently, that your body is working harder than it should for every step you take. Over time, this isn't just about tired legs, it's about mobility itself. When walking becomes tiring, movement becomes something to avoid. And when movement is avoided, independence starts to slip away, piece by piece, often without us realizing it. But here's something most people don't know. You don't have to accept this fatigue as an unavoidable part of aging. Your legs are still capable of carrying you through life with strength, energy, and ease. You just need to remind them how. That's exactly why the toe and heel rock is so important. This exercise may seem simple, but its effects go far deeper than you might expect. It works by activating the muscles that support every step you take, from the small stabilizers in your feet to the powerful muscles in your calves and shins. It stimulates circulation, ensuring that oxygen-rich blood reaches every part of your legs. And most importantly, it trains your body to move with less effort and more efficiency. To begin, stand with your feet planted firmly on the ground. Shift your weight slightly forward and lift your heels, rising onto the balls of your feet. Hold for a moment, feeling the muscles in your calves tighten and engage. Then, with control, lower your heels back down and rock gently onto your heels, lifting your toes off the floor. It's a subtle movement, almost effortless, but it's doing something profound. It's teaching your legs to wake up, to support you, to keep moving without resistance. At first, you might feel a slight burn in your lower legs. That's a good sign. It means the muscles that have been underused are beginning to fire again. You might even feel an immediate lightness in your step, as if your legs are responding more readily, more eagerly. Over time, this feeling builds into something greater, a renewed sense of energy, endurance, and confidence in every step you take. Imagine walking without that dragging sensation, without the hesitation that comes with fatigue. Imagine standing for longer periods without discomfort, moving through your day without constantly thinking about how your legs feel. That's what this exercise gives you, not just stronger muscles, but the freedom to move through life without feeling weighed down. Leg fatigue is not just about getting older. It's about patterns, habits, and the way we either use or neglect the muscles that keep us moving. The toe and heel rock is a simple but powerful way to reset those patterns, to reclaim the lightness and ease of movement that makes life more enjoyable. And every time you shift from your toes to your heels, you're not just exercising, you're reminding your body that it was built to move, to carry you forward, and to do so with strength, stability, and confidence. 4. The assisted chair stand. Train for independence. There comes a moment in life when something once effortless, standing up from a chair, becomes a conscious effort. It happens subtly at first. You might notice that you instinctively push off with your hands or take an extra second to gather momentum. Maybe you've even found yourself hesitating before rising, unsure if your legs will support you the way they used to. It's a small thing, easy to dismiss, but it carries a deeper meaning. The ability to stand up unassisted is one of the strongest indicators of long term mobility and independence. It's not just about getting out of a chair, it's about getting out of bed in the morning, rising from the dinner table, stepping up from the couch. It's about maintaining the freedom to move through life without relying on others. When standing up becomes difficult, it's a sign that the muscles responsible for your most fundamental movements, your thighs, hips, and core, are losing their strength. But strength isn't something that disappears overnight, and it isn't something that's gone forever. It's something that can be rebuilt, renewed, and maintained with the right approach. The assisted chair stand is more than just an exercise. It is a training ground for independence. It mimics the real life movement of standing up, reinforcing the very muscles that allow you to rise with ease and confidence. Each time you practice it, you are not just strengthening your legs, you are reinforcing your ability to live on your own terms. To begin, sit in a sturdy chair with both feet planted firmly on the floor. Take a deep breath, engage your thighs and core, and push through your heels as you slowly rise to a standing position. If you need support, place your hands on a nearby table or countertop, but use them only as a guide, not a crutch. The goal is not just to stand, but to train your body to do so with strength and control. As you lower yourself back down, resist the urge to collapse into the chair. Move with intention, lowering yourself slowly, feeling the muscles engage as they work to control your descent. At first, this movement might feel more difficult than expected. That's okay. Strength is built through repetition, and every successful stand, no matter how small, is progress. Over time, what once required effort will become natural again. You will notice that you rely less on your hands, that your movements feel smoother, that rising from a chair no longer carries hesitation or strain. Imagine how different your daily life could feel when standing up is no longer something you think about. No more pausing before rising. No more worrying if your legs will cooperate. No more hesitation when reaching for something across the room, when answering the door, when moving through your day freely and without effort. That is the power of this exercise. Not just stronger legs, but a stronger sense of confidence, control, and self reliance. Losing strength isn't what takes independence away. It's the decision to stop fighting for it. The assisted chair stand is a small action with a profound impact, a reminder that your body is still capable, still strong, still able to support you. And with every repetition, you are not just reclaiming your strength, you are reclaiming your freedom. 5. The step up strengthener. Boost confidence on stairs. There is a certain kind of hesitation that creeps in as we age, a moment of pause that wasn't there before. It happens when you approach a flight of stairs, a curb, or even the small step into your own home. Your mind registers the movement before your body does, and for the briefest second, there's uncertainty. Will my legs hold me? Will my knees cooperate? What if I misstep? This hesitation is more than just a passing thought. It's a shift in how we see ourselves. The simple act of stepping up, once so automatic, now requires effort. And with that effort can come doubt. The body begins to anticipate weakness, and over time, we adjust. We avoid stairs when possible. We take the long way around. We ask for a hand. And in doing so, we reinforce the very weakness we fear. But it doesn't have to be this way. The ability to step up, literally and figuratively, can be rebuilt. Strength can be restored. And with that strength comes confidence, the kind that erases hesitation and replaces it with certainty. That is exactly what the Step Up Strengthener is designed to do. This exercise is not just about strengthening the legs, it is about retraining them to trust themselves again. It engages the quadriceps, glutes, and core, the muscles responsible for lifting your body weight and keeping you stable as you move upward. But more importantly, it rebuilds the mind-muscle connection, teaching your body that it is still capable, still powerful, still able to take on steps, curbs, and stairs without fear. To begin, stand in front of a sturdy step, a low stair, or even a small platform. Place one foot on the step, pressing firmly through your heel as you lift yourself up. Keep your movements controlled, focusing on using your leg muscles, not momentum, to drive the movement. Step back down with the same foot and repeat. With every repetition, you are reinforcing the strength that allows you to move freely in the world. At first, the movement might feel unfamiliar, even tiring. That's okay. Strength is not something that arrives in an instant. It is something that is earned through effort and persistence. With each step, your body is adapting, adjusting, growing stronger. The hesitation you once felt begins to fade. The uncertainty is replaced by confidence. And then, one day, you notice something. You reach a set of stairs, and instead of pausing, you move forward without thinking. Your legs respond, your body supports you, and you climb, not cautiously, but naturally. That is the moment when you realize that you have not just regained strength, you have regained freedom. Losing the ability to step up is not just about muscle weakness. It is about the choices we make in response to that weakness. Do we accept it as inevitable, or do we fight against it step by step until movement becomes effortless again? The Step Up Strengthener is more than just an exercise. It is a declaration, a refusal to let fear dictate how you move through the world. It is the difference between watching life happen and actively participating in it. And with every step you take, you are proving to yourself that you are still strong, still capable, still in control of your own movement and your own future. Your 10-day plan for stronger, healthier legs. Strength is not just about muscle. It is about resilience, about the ability to move freely through life without hesitation. It is about standing up without struggle, walking without fatigue, stepping forward with confidence instead of doubt. Yet, for many, the slow decline of leg strength begins long before they notice it. It does not arrive in a single moment, but rather in the small changes that seem insignificant at first, a slight unsteadiness when rising, a pause before taking the stairs, a reluctance to walk longer distances. And then, one day, it is undeniable. The legs that once carried you effortlessly now feel weaker, less reliable, more uncertain. But weakness does not have to be permanent. The body is far more capable than we often give it credit for. It adapts, it strengthens, it rebuilds, if only we give it the chance. That is what this 10-day plan is about. Not just exercise, but reclaiming what was once second nature. The ability to rise, to move, to walk with certainty. The ability to trust your legs again, to know that they will support you, not betray you. The ability to maintain independence, freedom, and control over your own movement. For the next 10 days, you will follow a routine designed not just to strengthen your legs, but to restore their function. Every morning, you will wake up your muscles, reminding them of their purpose. Every afternoon, you will reinforce that strength, teaching your body that it is still capable. Every evening, you will reinforce balance and endurance, preparing your legs for the movements of daily life. This plan is not about intensity or exhaustion. It is about consistency, repetition, and intention. In the beginning, it may feel difficult. You may notice weakness in places you never did before. You may feel your muscles burn in ways that remind you how long they have been underused. But discomfort is not the same as pain. It is the signal of progress, of muscles reawakening, of strength returning. And if you push through, if you stay committed, if you give your body the time it needs to respond, you will begin to notice the changes. One morning, you will rise from a chair without even thinking about it. One afternoon, you will step forward with more ease, feeling the ground beneath you in a way that is steady and sure. One evening, you will realize that walking longer distances no longer feels like a challenge, that your legs are supporting you the way they used to. This is not just about these 10 days. It is about the rest of your life. It is about keeping yourself strong enough to do the things you love, to maintain the freedom to move as you please, to continue living with confidence rather than caution. There is no magic formula for avoiding weakness, no secret to bypassing the effects of time, but there is a choice to fight against it, to train your body, to remind yourself that movement is something you still own. So as you take on this plan, do not think of it as an obligation or a challenge. Think of it as an investment in your future, a promise to yourself that you will not surrender to weakness, that you will not let your legs dictate how you live your life. Every repetition, every movement, every effort brings you closer to the strength you deserve. In 10 days, you will feel the difference, not just in your legs, but in the way you carry yourself, in the way you move through the world with certainty rather than hesitation. And when that day comes, you will know you did this. You reclaimed your strength. You took control. And because of that, you are not just standing, you are thriving. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with a 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.